Storm Darragh takes its toll on the UK, but will it prevent me from getting to a football match today? Yes, good morning everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Saturday the 7th of December 2024 and as I do this clip of the video, today I'm currently heading back to the International Stadium for Gateshead versus Farsley Celtic in the third round of the FA Trophy. But if you've got eyes and ears and that kind of thing, you'll know that there is a pretty big storm hitting the UK today, and as expected, a lot of games are expected to be postponed. So I do have a plan in place. If the Gateshead against Farsley game does go ahead, then that is where we will be going. But if it is postponed before 12:30, it'll be Sunderland versus Stoke City in the Championship. Between 12:30 and 1:30, it'll be Hartlepool United versus Tamworth in the third round of the FA Trophy. And any time after that, it'll be Chester Street United versus Billiam Synthonia in Northern League Division 2. I'm determined not to let this beat us, but we'll just have to ultimately see how it goes today. It is going to be very potluck today, very touch and go. And to accommodate these potential changes, instead of getting a train up to Newcastle, I am getting it to Sunderland instead. And if the Heath game goes ahead, I'll just get a metro to there. If I end up at Sunderland against Stoke, I'll just stay in Sunderland. If I end up at Hartlepool, I'll just have to get a train down there. And of course, Chester Street United are playing at the Ford Hub these days, so I'd just end up getting a metro across to there. So without further ado, let's get into this and let's just see how this day goes. So it's just gone 10:20, just boarded the train. So the latest is the Gateshead Farsley game is still on, but in order for me to go to the Sunderland against Stoke game, I would need an answer of it being off in the next hour and a half, something like that. Hartlepool have staged a pitch inspection for 1 PM. Obviously the Chester Street United game is on a 3G pitch, so I can't really envisage anything sort of too serious there, but we'll obviously see over time. So we're just currently pulling out of Hartlepool. I'm sure you just saw the Victoria Park floodlight there. Gateshead have just advised on social media that at the minute there is no pitch inspection plan, which is good. Obviously nearby Dunstan tweeted that they did have a pitch inspection but it passed, so promising signs. So hopefully that is where we will be going today. Arrived in Sunderland, the situation hasn't changed, so we're going to find a cafe somewhere just to charge my phone up for a little bit. Then, once I've done that, I'll start making tracks up to the GIS, provided we haven't heard anything that is contrary to what's already been put out. So, in a bit of a twist of events, the Chester Street United against Sinners game actually has been called off, and it's getting a little bit late in the day now to be able to realistically get to the Sunderland game. So, this is, I think it is pretty much between Gateshead and Hartlepool. Now, obviously, Hartlepool are having a pitch inspection, Gateshead aren't having one as yet, so hopefully it will be Plan A after all. So the Hartlepool game's been called off, so it is Gateshead or nothing now. So 53 minutes before the scheduled start of the game, apparently there is going to be a pitch inspection. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I won't be overly disappointed if it was off, because it is absolutely horrendous out there, and even I'm like wondering if I can genuinely be asked for it. But I think the main problem would be the fact we have got this close to kick off now, and a big decision does have to be made. Farsley Celtic are here and that kind of thing. It's just frustrating above all else, but I'll obviously be back once we know the outcome. game off, unfortunately, but on the plus side, free entry into the sports bar, finally had my picture taken with the FA Trophy and that kind of thing. So not all bad. We'll try again on Tuesday, but I will have a chat about the manner of the postponement and that kind of thing in a bit. So there we are then, just had a bit of a crack on with my friends in the sports bar now. We're just waiting for the train back home. I'm going to look at this postponement as fairly as possible because, yes, when the club put that tweet out, I'm not disputing that the pitch was playable at that point because, I think, even before they go for a pitch inspection, the club will obviously have a look at it themselves, and they probably saw nothing sort of untoward at that point. But I know ultimately it is the referee's decision, but as a home club, we can't really shirk responsibility on our part. I'm not here to point fingers and say, oh, it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault. This team didn't want to play, or that team didn't want to play. But ultimately, this is the second time in 2024 that we've had a game called off within an hour of the scheduled kick-off time, whichever way you want to look at it, is not a good look for the football club at all. I mean, luckily this time it was like Farsley to Gateshead is a much shorter journey than what Aldershot to Gateshead is, and it was obviously on a Saturday and that kind of thing. But that still doesn't make it right. I think our communication on this could have been better. I'm going to be totally honest about that, and I think once you can maybe put it down to a mistake, just make sure it doesn't happen again, twice. Again, it's still it kind of makes it not the best of looks for the club. So I think it's vital now that we don't let this happen for a third time, and we ultimately do make a calculated decision. There was club officials coming into the the cafe area at the ground and telling us that if the game had started, then there's no chance it would have made it to half time and that kind of thing. So surely just a quick look at the forecast and the way the weather was this morning would have told you everything you needed to know. So I know it was the referee that made the final decision. I think by the sounds of it, we were happy to play, Farsley Celtic were happy to play, but the referee made the decision to call it off. So it's a frustrating day all round, but luckily looking ahead to Tuesday, the weather doesn't look it looks like it's going to calm down from tomorrow, so touch wood, we should be all right for Tuesday. But there is however much money spent on train tickets and that kind of thing for no game, so it is frustrating in that respect, I'm not going to lie. But on the plus side, had a good crack on with my friends and that, and got my picture taken with the FA Trophy, so there are positives at the end of it all. But I'm just going to leave the video here, and I will be back on Tuesday night with the rearranged Gateshead versus Farsley Celtic FA Trophy game. Obviously by then we'll know who we could be playing in the next round, so we'll add a bit of an incentive. We'll also find out in due course, but how will the game eventually unfold? Check back on Tuesday to find out, but until then, take care, cheers for watching, see you later.